Everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a fresh butternut soup. I'll send you a picture of the ingredients which you need, which is one big fresh butternut, and then as you can see here I cut it into slices, and then I already started peeling them. And you peel it, you peel these slices, and then I'm going to cut it up into blocks. So you got one fresh butternut, you got the Durban curry. I use the Kellogg's 2-minute noodles, but you can use any flavor you want. I'm using the Durban curry flavor. And then a packet of soup, any flavor soup you like. I'm using the beef and tomato soup today. And then from the fresh veggies, which I cut last time I made soup, and I put it into frozen into the freezer to freeze. So this is some turnip, some parsley, celery, carrots, onions, and leek in here. We're going to take that and we're going to add this all into the butternut soup. So while I'm peeling this and cutting this into blocks to put into the water to boil that first, then once this is nice and soft, then you're going to mash it so that it makes a nice mashy thing, and then you're going to add more water to that, and then you're going to add the soup, the beef and tomato soup with that, and cook that for a bit, and then you're going to add the 2-minute noodles, and then we're ready to serve. So I'm just going to pause the video while I peel this butternut and cut it into blocks and put it into water. So I'm just going to pause it now, the video now, and then I'll show you what happens later. Okay guys, as you can see, I've cut up the butternut circles into blocks, into small blocks. The smaller you cut it, as you can see, the smaller you cut it, let me go over here. As you can see, the smaller you cut it, the better, the faster it's going to cook soft. So you're going to take all these blocks and you're just going to put it in the pot. Got a pot here with water. You're just going to put it in the pot with water. So we're just going to add that in there. You just put everything in the pot, and then you take it to the stove and you put this on to boil, so that this can cook soft. Just stir it here quickly. You just bring this to the boil and you cook that soft. Let's just put it on quickly. There you go. So you bring this to the boil and you cook this soft, and then once this is all soft, once these blocks are all soft, then you're going to mash this. Okay, and then once you mash that, then you're going to add the packet of soup. Then you're going to add the soup to this. So yeah, I'm just going to cook this soft, and when this is soft, then I'll show you what it looks like once I've cooked it soft and mashed it. So I'm just going to pause the video again, and then I'll talk to you later. Okay, as you can see, I've got this boiling here, and you just keep on stirring it to check if it's soft or not. So yeah, you just boil this up, and once it's soft, I'm going to mash this. And while this is cooking, while this is cooking here, can you see? I don't know if you can see there. Okay, that's cooking nicely there. So while this is cooking, you can see nicely. While we got this boiling here, I'm going to go this side, and what I've done is I've emptied the soup into here. So into this cup, so I'm just going to add water to here. Here is our soup veg, our carrots, leek, parsley, celery, and turnip and onion. We've got this here ready, so that we can just add it later. So while that butternut is cooking, I'm just going to add water to the soup here, and then we've got our chili beef cubes, stock cubes. We got 2 of them. I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to, as you can see, there's 2 in there. There's 2 in here. There we go. You got 2 cubes, so we're going to put those into there, and we're going to put hot water with that so that we can just mix that up. So this is all nice and soft. So we're going to add water to that, and we're going to add water to this and mix this all up nicely so that it's ready to add to the soup. So yeah, while that's cooking, while the butternut is cooking, I'm just going to mix this quickly, and then I'll show you what happens later. And then I'll show you how to add in this into the butternut once I've mashed it. So I'm just going to pause the video, and then I'm going to mix this quickly and mash the butternut, and then I'll talk to you later. Okay, it's been about 5-6 minutes since I had this on to boil, and as you can see, I've just taken out one to test if it's soft enough. And we'll just do another one here. You just take out one and take it and just mash it with a fork. See if it's mashable. It's difficult to. There you go. Okay. So it's mashable, as you can see there, it's mashing, so which means it's soft enough. So I'm going to take the masher, and then you're just going to mash it. Let's just stir this around again. We're just going to mash this quickly, and so I'm just going to pause the video and just mash it. As you see here, I've put water to the beef stock cubes, so it's nice and liquid, so we can just add that. And this is the soup. So you got the soup here. The soup is ready mixed, and the beef stock cubes is ready mixed, and then we got our veggies which is going to go in just now. So I'm just going to mash this butternut up quickly. So I'm just going to pause the video and then just mash this up, and then I'll show you what happens just now. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm just mashing this here. As you see, it's turning nice and pulpified there. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. I think steam's gone onto my camera. Just hang on a second. It's better. There you go. As you see, this is going to turn nice and pulpified here. So that's what you want. You want a nice pulp consistency. So you just keep on mashing it until it's all broken up. If you got pieces like that, that's also alright. But yeah, like I say, you just mash the butternut. It gives you a nice consistency. Okay, and then once this is mashed, what we're going to do is, yeah, obviously you don't want, you don't need a lot of water to make the butternut soft, and it also doesn't take that long if you put it on high. So yeah, the faster you cook it, the faster it's going to get soft. And you just mash it, and you just keep on checking every now and then. You'll have pieces. So you mash it until it's nice and liquidy like that. There you go. You also don't need to use a lot of food. So you're going to have nice butternut pulp like this, and that's going to cook away. Once you add the soup, it's going to give you a nice butternutty flavor to your soup. So yeah, that's basically how you make butternut soup, the fresh butternut soup. So yeah, instead of this store-bought crap which you buy in the packet, it's, there we go. So you got, once you finish mashing, it should all look like this. Pulp, like a pulp mixture. As you can see, it's like a pulpy paste thing, but liquefied. So yeah, there you go. Nice picture there. That's what it should look like once it's all mashed. So once you pick it up, you should see, as you pick it up like this, there should be nothing, no solid pieces. It should be all liquid now. Okay, let's just put this over here. And what you do is you just give this a quick stir. This is the soup. You're gonna give this a stir, and you're gonna add the soup, and you're gonna add the beef stock and the veggies. So let's put the veggies in here quickly. Okay, let's just put the veggies in here. Alright, there's your veggies. I'm gonna give that a quick stir. Okay, so you're gonna stir these veggies in nicely here. Add the veggies in. And this is frozen veg, hey? You just took it out, and I just took it out and defrosted it for a bit. So this is all your cut leek, turnip, carrot, parsley, celery, onion. So yeah, you just stick that in. I'm messing all over the place here. So you just stick that in, and then it should look like that. That's what it looks like. So you put your veggies in, and I'm just going to pause the video, and I'm going to add the soup. Okay, let's just give this a stir. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Okay, this is the soup. You just give this a stir, and you add this to the pot. Then you take this. Okay, we add that to the pot. Just like a soup. Okay, like a beef and tomato soup. Okay, so we give that a stir. And our soup is taking a nice form here. Okay, so nice butternut soup. I'm just gonna, it's cooled off now, so we're just gonna bring it back to the boil again. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's the type of consistency that you want is like this. This is the consistency that you want with your mashed butternut and your turnip, carrots, leek, celery, parsley, and onion. Okay, so that's the soup that's in there. Now you just give the beef stock cubes. Let's just put a little bit more water in here. These are the beef cubes for like a flavor. Obviously you can use any flavor soup that you like, and any beef stock cubes flavor that you like. Okay, so I'm just going to take that and a quick stir again. Okay, I'm just going to take that and I'm going to add that in there too. There we go. Add that in. Okay, then we're going to give it a stir here. And then you're just going to cook this for a little bit. There's your nice butternut soup. Quick and easy, shouldn't take you more than a half an hour to cook it. So yeah, we're just going to cook that. I'm just going to add some more water in there. Let's just put some more water in. You add some more boiling water there in here, so that you can fill the pot with water, and then it'll come nice and thin. As you see, it's coming nice soup. And you don't see any pieces of butternut. These pieces that you see here is the turnip, celery, and onion pieces. So what you should see is from that butternut pulpy mix, you should see nice thin. You shouldn't see any butternut sticking to the spoon at all. No butternut. There's leek, onion, carrot, turnips, and some celery there. Celery leaves and parsley. So yeah, you just give it a stir. Let's just add some more water. Let me just pause the video. I'm just going to pause the video and put some more water in here.